Hey guys, it's Anthony back with training day number 11 in my recovery from heart surgery and Lyme disease. We're going to start with continuing to facilitate the core because that's foundational for any kind of movement. So we'll start with the towel again, facilitating the sensory component of the motor nerve that activates the core musculature. So moving up and down. And again, the more you do this, the more facilitation you will find happens in the core, across the bottom, all the way up on the ribs, and down the obliques, across the lower abdomen, and back up. I can feel that it continues to increase as you continue to do this. Next, we're going to use the vestibulo-colic reflex. Again, the vestibulo-colic reflex has to do with head position, and that helps facilitate the core right there. I can feel it quite a bit, so go ahead and give it a try. Make sure you're pushing your head into your hand to facilitate that core. Your hand's just remaining stable, and you're pushing hard into your hand. Next, we're going to do the near-far drill. It's another way we can facilitate the core by stimulating the nervous system. You're going to hold your hand out, look at your thumb, bring it in a little bit, and then look far and look near. Far away and near. Be about 1 second per target. That's great for conditioning your oculomotor function as well, so the movement of your eyes. Next, we're going to use some jaw mobilizations to help facilitate the fascia that links to the core musculature. So that we're starting with the jaw. We're going to bring it side to side. With that one, make sure you keep moving. Try not to stop as much as possible. Or pause at the end ranges, because we don't want to create a misalignment of the jaw. The next is we're going to move it forward and backwards. Push it hard and back. This one you can pause at the end ranges. Then we'll move on to maxilla facilitation. So mobilization to continue to facilitate the core musculature. So we're pressing up when you breathe in and pressing down here. We're going right into the fascial stimulation where the obliques and the rectus abdominis meet. Right there's a fascial line that we'll use to stimulate the core musculature. So roll back. Want to keep the pelvis tipped backwards. Do a little bit of a crunch and dig into that line. move up and down that line. Shaking is okay. And then back out of it. You don't want to lay all the way back down because then you'll stretch those muscles out. We don't want that. We want them to stay nice and contracted and shortened. And back down. Back up. We'll do one more. You can use some nice long deep breaths, focusing on the exhale to calm the nervous system down. Back into it. There we go. Next, we're going to tuck the knees up higher and we're going to lift into that crunch. We're going to do holds in that position. This is to develop the core muscle to hold in that position for more advanced progression. So this is a great starting point. Here we go. Your right hand's going to be down or up. Short, shallow breaths. Keeping those ribs down in a nice alignment. I'll come out of it. I can tell as I've been continuing to recover, that my endurance is improving, my strength is improving, my posture is improving, being able to hold in the correct positions continues to improve. Let's do another one. Make sure you're squeezing the legs together as well. Back out of it. We'll do one more and we'll move on to the next exercise. In the next one, make sure to tip your bottom up as much as you can. The next exercise, again, we're going to be lifting up here as high as we can, pushing down through our arms and tucking the knees forward. We want to remain stable as possible during this exercise. Here we go. That was good. We want to maintain that same core position like we are on the floor, with the pelvis tipped backwards and the ribs pulled down to help maintain the good posture for our further advanced progressions later on. Focusing on those long exhales helps to calm the nervous system down, and that's what we want. We want to be able to calm it down very quickly between sets. The next one, here we go. Try and maintain that good core position throughout, even during your rest breaks. Keep holding that, at least maintaining the position. You don't have to be contracting the muscles, but just maintain the position. A lot of breath this time. We've got one more. Here we go. Short, shallow breaths. That's good. We're back on the bike. We're going to progress to zone 2 training today. I did well last time, so we're gonna move it up. So zone 2 training is similar to zone 1 training, where it's lower level, not intending to accumulate a lot of fatigue, but it's gonna bring up the intensity a little bit higher than zone 1 for the heart rate ranges. Here we go. We're getting warmed up now. I'm excited for the progression to zone 2 training, the strength training, the isometrics. I did really well. I didn't really get lightheaded very much at all this time, so we're looking forward to the progress here. So we're about to get started. On to the cool down now. I finished it, zone 2 training. It went really well. I feel great. Just catching my breath now. Again, the purpose for zone 2 training is to improve your aerobic capacity, so even increase the range your heart rate can go to while maintaining that aerobic conditioning. We'll talk about more on that later. But another day, another step forward in my recovery. I get to go back to work today. I'm gonna start out slow. One client for 2 hours, but we'll see how it goes from there. I'm excited, looking forward to it.